Who are you people?
I realize that I'm always worried that I slouch too much in my chair, but my chair is set backwards. It's not me that sucks. It's my chair.
No, it's that you just realized that.
Live from 2 days after a stupid non-Tom Brady Super Bowl. It's a vacuum-sealed backpack full of ironclad biz nuggets. That's just a lot of adjectives I just dropped on you. I hope you're impressed. Joined as always by Emma Lulu Lurking and Matt Mayhem Mascardi. I'm your punchable host. You know I did.
That
No, it's true.
actually, she might punch you for that name.
I am floored by the fact that Lulu just came out of your mouth. Whoa.
Lulu! In today's organic reduced sodium soy sauce flavored show called February 15, 2022. Even more Salesforce.
Sorry,
Billionaire
that's
shop
me.
talk. A birth. A Roblox shaped sex toy.
It's true.
Oh,
Roblox
God.
dildos. A lot of dildos
Coming
on
at
the show between
Yeah.
space and
Maybe we
Roblox.
should cut back a little on the dildo talk.
I didn't say that. I said sex toy. Mine sounds more
Sorry.
appropriate for children. Here we go.
No, it's not.
Ready?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, because I'm going to need a little bit of your input. In yesterday's Super Bowl commercial bonanza, we spent a bit too much time discussing Salesforce and its potential journey down Wokewash Boulevard in Greenwash City, USA. So today, let's talk some more Salesforce. Lucky
Oh,
you.
You too, huh?
I'm gonna go get some tea.
I know. All right, so Salesforce has a great We Are Good People PR game. So let's dig into their two big favorites. The first one is tying pay to ESG, something that I pretend to love. I actually do love it. Yet another article a few days ago, Salesforce says it will tie executive pay to its ability to hire, retain, and promote employees from underrepresented groups, including for co-CEOs Mark Benioff and Brett Taylor. Okay, so how are they going to do this? Nobody knows.
Oh.
Or it's a big secret.
Ooh.
Oh,
Or
More titillating. Yeah.
or they are waiting to manipulate the bonus so that it aligns with the company's other big talking point, and that's that the
Do
company
tell.
released its 2022 annual equality update on its website a few days ago, and it's all about increasing underrepresented groups. So you know what I'm saying? Maybe they're just like they got the data, so now they're massaging the bonus so that they get the bonus. I don't know. I don't know why they're waiting on this bonus, but anyway. Here's the other stuff. There's a few goals. Goal number 1, 50% of U.S. employees will be made up of underrepresented groups. This includes women, Black, Latinx, Indigenous, multiracial, LGBTQ+, people with disabilities, and veterans. Okay, so 50% of the company will be made up of those groups by 2021. Emma looks interested. Goals number 2 and number 3, more people of color in leadership and in general, except Asian people.
Get out, Asians.
Okay, this is where it gets fun. Okay, here are my main takeaways here. First of all, sorry, Asian people.
Get out.
Number 2, they already met goal number 1 a full year early.
Yay.
So, hey,
Yeah,
Salesforce, maybe your goal was too damn easy,
It's so weird that they set
yeah.
a goal they wouldn't obviously meet.
but set up a new damn goal. That's what I'm thinking. But my other takeaway again, what's up with the awkward exclusion of Asian people? I don't know if anyone who wants to get into it, but why are Asian people not included in the people of color? What's the...
Because they actually, there was a study that
Yeah.
the great David Frazier of
Yep.
XMSCI did that
See how I
showed
set this
that
up for you? This is like a perfect
Asian
Elliot.
people,
Yeah.
and I didn't make the study up. The numbers bear this out. If you look at the demographics of the cities where these companies are, Asian people
Francisco.
actually
Salesforce.
are largely San Francisco, but are overrepresented relative to the population of Asian talent in those cities.
Okay, well, I got
Asian
proof of
people
that.
somehow have broken the brown ceiling.
But why not? But why can't we celebrate that? Why do they just exclude talking about it? It just doesn't exist. They don't exist.
Well, that's a Salesforce. That's how Salesforce did it.
But
The Asians
I don't know. I would
exist.
see. like we've had a miserable increase in hate crimes against Asian people here in the United States. Why not celebrate this? I don't know. I just don't get the like. Let's not talk about a game, but we're talking about it, so then we win. All right. I have the numbers here. If you two want to look at them, because I actually want to. I want to ask you guys, like, do you think that Salesforce deserves any credit here? But to Matt, to your point, Asian, all U.S. employees at Salesforce. 26% in 2021. In the U.S. population, it's 6%. So you're right; it's a major overrepresentation. But the numbers I pulled, it looks like black numbers are up from 2018 to 2021 from 2.8% to 4.8%. Women are up 33.6 to 38.3. Look, the numbers are in front of you. Numbers are up. They're trending up. They met a goal. I know we make fun of Salesforce, or you two do, but do they deserve some credit here? Like, can you hand out a little bit of credit
for anything?
I don't know. But here's what I want to know, because you guys were going on and on about like, oh yeah, but they're just a stupid like sales data company. That's true, but why can't they be a model for a good corporation? So I'm waiting, because my segment's actually over and I have nothing else prepared to say. So I'm waiting to hear from both of you. Is there something? Do they deserve some credit here for like sticking to it, for having actual goals, for talking about people who aren't Asian? Like, do they get anything?
I mean,
Come on.
The answer is no. Obviously.
Oh, see, this is bad for us, because I actually yesterday reached out to the new chief equality officer at Salesforce, hoping that she will come onto the show. So I'm thinking no, it's not gonna
and
happen.
I wish you luck with that. I really
Okay.
do. But
Well, I have a good
think,
attitude.
well, Matt and I don't, so you're gonna have to figure that out.
Definitely don't.
Moving on.
Oh, okay. That's it, really? Okay.
That's it.
See?
Yeah.
See, I get nothing from these two. I get
No,
nothing.
here's an answer, right?
Yeah.
Where is the growth in representation? The numbers you pulled for all the roles, right?
Yeah.
But non-tech roles are where women make up basically 48% of the representation. They're a majority of the Asian representation. When you get into tech roles, you go from 6.2% Hispanic or Latinx to 3.0% Spanish or Latinx. When the roles pay a lot of money, like in tech, all of a sudden, all the colors drain out
look.
to just be whitey
Yes.
whites.
Look, you're right. But again, if you look at the numbers from 2018 to 2021, they're all trending up. They're making, they're making a big deal about this. They're trying to tie their pay to it. I'm just saying, do they deserve any credit here? Again, compare it to S&P 500 company number 423 that doesn't care. Come on.
I will only be like, these numbers right now. I
Yeah.
agree with Matt. Mean nothing to me. So women, whatever, they've increased from 24.5% to 30.7%. Like, okay,
Leadership,
in leadership. That's cool, but like, leadership in what? Is she the head of HR? Is she doing social media? Or like, does she have a tech job? Those are some stats I'd be interested in seeing. And
Oh,
once
so
they have some
PR
real
and
disclosure,
social media
I will
and
give
stuff.
them credit. But this disclosure
All
is
right.
not satisfactory
Yeah,
to me.
you can
Table
go
it.
backwards as much as you want. It's what I think of as the bleach effect. As you run your laundry cycle longer and longer, and you go from like all your stuff down to it gets whiter and whiter the higher up you go, the longer it stays there. So the leadership is basically almost always white. So trending up is lovely. Set a real goal that's hard to hit, and then wake me up when you hit it, right? Like if you set the goal, like, you know what, we're at like 49.9% people of color in our total workforce. Let's set a goal of 50% by next year. That's pretty fucking easy to hit. Set a real
Okay.
goal.
So, Damien,
Well,
to answer your ultimate
all right.
question,
I can't
no,
win.
we're not giving them any credit.
Okay,
No,
all right, no credit.
Shut up,
All right,
Salesforce.
moving on.
Moving on. Here's your
Asians, get
headline. Elon Musk makes a $5.7 billion mystery gift to
Ooh.
philanthropy. End of headline. To philanthropy. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all we get.
philanthropy.
I'm
And
John
philanthropy.
Philanthropy. That's the guy.
And that is not even the first issue I have with this headline. Off the bat, my issue with this headline is this. Elon Musk did not make a $5.7 billion donation. That is not what happened. He donated 5 million shares of Tesla. That is worth approximately $5.7 billion. And this is a critical distinction for one reason and one reason alone: taxes. It's taxes. By donating shares rather than cash, Musk is avoiding the capital gains tax on those shares that he would have had to pay had he retained them. Smart. And Elon will also be receiving a big ol' income tax reduction because of this donation. Yeah, that's why it matters. So shut up. But I'm sure this was an inadvertent side effect of his charitable donation to a worthy cause, it still is happening. But I guess we don't even know if the cause is worthy because the organization has not been named. So for all we know, he could be donating to the Monkey Maimers of America. However, we do have one potential hint as to where the donation went. And what is that hint, you might ask? It is it's on the one place that Elon loves most in the world that he doesn't personally own, which is Twitter. I bet he wished he owned Twitter. Can you imagine if Elon Musk owned Twitter? Just picture it for a second. Okay, stop picturing it. It was depressing. We don't need to live there for too long. But you might recall that in October of 2021, Elon Musk tweeted that he would donate $6 billion to the UN if they could prove that they could use it to end world hunger. The UN subsequently released a comprehensive $6.6 billion plan to end world hunger that Elon appeared to ignore anyway. However, this donation was made in November of 2021, which could indicate that maybe Elon followed through on his promise after all. We don't know. It doesn't seem likely, but I am on team end world hunger more than I'm on team Elon Musk sucks. So while I'm skeptical, I do hope that my UN conspiracy theory is correct.
Those are the only two teams.
Those are the only two teams you can be on.
To be fair, Emma,
I'm more loyal to Team End World Hunger.
But let's be fair, honestly. You wouldn't get to be on Team End World Hunger if there weren't Team Elon Musk. So you give him some credit.
That's true.
Right?
There would be no world hunger to end if
there's still Team Monkey Maimers of America.
There is still Team Monkey Maimers.
That team is B League, but it's still there.
All right, Matt, rant at us. Come on, rant.
All right, it's metaverse time. Everybody strap in. Let's go to the metaverse.
What's wrong with this guy?
Here is your headline. Roblox, the children's game with a sex problem.
Oh.
You were expecting something else? You were expecting something fun? The sex problem specifically is something called condos. Yes, condos, like condominiums, where 49% of the users of Roblox are under 13, according to Roblox itself. Users go to social media like, shocker, Instagram, Facebook, or Discord, and they get links or invites to join simulated sex parties inside the Roblox metaverse. Now, I pulled a clip of this, but we're not going to play the clip because this is going to be a 40-minute show if I play the clip. Okay. There was a 70-year-old streamer who did this. If you go on YouTube and you search for Roblox condos, literally 10,000 views of Roblox condos and what happens in it. Basically, a 17-year-old streamer will show you how you can increase your dick or boob size and inside a Roblox condo. So, fun times. To fight the issue.
So confused, yeah.
So all it is Roblox. If you haven't played it, it's basically like little Lego people running around, and you make games within the Roblox environment.
For children.
It's like Minecraft. But children make their own fun games with their friends. Instead of that, the game you can make is build a sex condo and simulate sex in it.
Yeah.
Now, here's how Roblox is fighting the issue.
Yeah.
They've thrown, no joke, this is what I can find. They've thrown a whopping $11 an hour at their content moderators, of whom there are 2,400 by some estimates, according to Glassdoor data, which is what I could find. Okay. Here's what those incredibly well-paid moderators are up against. Simulated sex condos, like I said. Also, Roblox has a problem with recreated mass shootings in the game. Like, there was a recreation of the Christchurch mosque shooting, in which users were invited to recreate a mosque shooting. That's right. They were invited on Facebook to recreate a shooting that Facebook live streamed in real life, that you can recreate it in Roblox. They have red light districts now. People are finding whole districts full of Robux paid sex workers.
Yeah, I'm so confused.
They have neo-Nazi issues where users
Yeah.
are recreating Nazi-era uniforms and spewing anti-Semitic rhetoric in-game. One user actually named himself White Race Best Race, which was very subtle.
I don't understand. Yeah.
God.
This is all happening in a game that children play. And
Yeah.
if you're wondering, A, what's going on, like Damien, and B, where to whom you should address your sternly worded child sex Nazi outrage letter, you'll be happy to know Roblox is another sexy fake public dual class dictator run company. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk a lot about Roblox. So they're their
No.
own company.
They IPO'd last year.
Okay.
Yeah, remember you were excited about
yes,
it.
You were
that's
so
right.
hot about this IPO.
Right.
You wanted to buy it.
I
Thought it
want
was
to buy
amazing.
it. I love it.
Roblox gave its founder, unlike Mark Zuckerberg, Roblox's founder has 20x voting shares instead of 10x.
Okay.
Even better, Roblox gave its executives and insiders 65% of the Class A shares and 100% of the Class B shares, meaning they own 70% of the vote outright. So you buy Roblox, you get nothing. And
Sounds
that
2022.
70% is expected to grow because options still have to vest. And here is their founder. His name, the CEO is named David Baszucki, but it's spelled, this is not a joke, Baszucki.
Oh, come on.
I'm not kidding.
That's
Zuck
cheating. You're
is
cheating.
actually in his name.
You can't spell bazooki without Zuck.
So from here on out, I got to call him Bad Zuck and OG Zuck. So Bazooki, Bad Zuck, OG Zuck. So you know which Zuck I'm talking about. Bad Zuck is a Stanford grad, which at this point,
Yeah.
can we just rename Stanford Libertarian U? I mean,
Yeah, that's fine by me.
We should.
the motto of Stanford is it's German
Oh, no.
for reasons that are, and it is Die Luft der Freiheit weht, which I'm butchering the German, but it
love red
means
balloons. Yeah.
the winds of freedom blow, as in blow me if you infringe on my dual class founder freedom to disrupt civil society. Bad Zuck took a classic founder approach to board construction by adding his brother, Greg Bad Zuck, to the board. Angel investor Anthony Lee, also a Libertarian U alum, and Andrea Wong, also a Libertarian U alum, to the board. There are only 6 people on the fucking board. And he somehow managed to have himself, his brother, and 2 Libertarian U alums on the board with him. The other 2 I can't account for. I'm sure they've glad-handed at a child neo-Nazi party or something. I don't know. I'm making that up.
Well, they hold board
they're not
meetings.
neo-Nazis.
They hold board meetings on a teeter-totter, on a seesaw. So I think they're just there to like even things out. I read this.
I'm pretty sure that's not true. But if you're wondering why you have a racist sex party problem on your 8-year-old's metaverse game, ask the 20x dual class founder whose Libertarian University motto is "We give BJs to freedom." And if that doesn't give it away, welcome to the metaverse, kids. This is what you're in for forever. That's it.
No.
I got a couple of comments here. First of all, how have we missed all this? I'm always astounded at the things that we miss. I mean, that's incredible.
I just gave it to you. You didn't
No, I
miss
know,
it.
but like,
got
how
it.
have we not known this about Bad Zuck and Roblox? But
I just
second of
can't
all-
believe Zuck is actually in his name.
Yeah.
I love that.
Second of all, and you don't have to answer this, but did this just happen organically at Stanford, or is there something about Stanford that created the Libertarian? You know what I mean? Like, do you know?
I don't know.
All right.
I
Moving on.
haven't. I'm going to put in
Moving
a
on.
call to Stanford and ask them if Libertarian plus pervy child sex predator.
It's embarrassing
problems-
already. It's getting
Isn't-
embarrassing.
Isn't
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Stanford? Don't you have to take out a loan at Stanford? Isn't that the deal? I think that
What does that mean?
I'm pretty sure that at
You have to take out a
Stanford,
loan?
yeah, I think in order
Even if you're
their whole
rich?
thing is that in order to impress financial accountability onto their students, they have to take out a loan. I'm
Okay.
unsure of that. Someone please fact check me on that, but I think that there's something along those lines.
Okay, moving on. My
Amazing
my
facts.
stories.
Fact-based.
I don't even know how to top that. I feel like we should end the show, but I have some boring stuff to
Ooh, bore me.
Yeah, here we go. Here's some old-fashioned corporate governance. After more than 60 years of leadership, J.W. Marriott Jr. I love when someone's 90 years old and they're still called Junior. Plans to retire as executive chair in May and will immediately become chairman emeritus. His son, David Marriott, is taking over as chair. Duh.
I could have seen that coming. Yeah, that's weird.
Here's a little bit of info about David Marriott. Who cares? His last name is Marriott. Plus, Daddy's still going to be there, right? Chairman Emeritus means he's still going to be there staring at him and staring at everybody else. So have fun with that.
Sounds creepy.
Also, current Boeing chair, Lawrence Larry Kellner, will retire as lead independent director at Marriott and be replaced by Frederick Fritz Henderson. Here's some background information here. First of all, Fritz is a better nickname than Larry.
Yes.
Even people named Larry would agree with that, right?
Yes, that is.
Second of all,
dropping governance bombs.
Boeing shareholders don't love Larry Kellner. 18% want him gone. And who was Marriott shareholders' least favorite director? It's Fritz Henderson. 13% want him gone. So we're kind of aligned there. And also, Fritz is one busy dude. Here's the dude taking over the lead independent director job at Marriott International. Here's some of his other jobs. He's the chair at Adient. He's the chair of Arconic. He's a director of Horizon Global. He's a trustee of the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation. He's principal of the Hawksbill Group. He's senior advisor to Live Oak Mobility Acquisition Corporation. And last but not least, he's the CEO and chair at SunCoke Energy. This is the perfect lead independent director beard for a bunch of people who drool Marriott-flavored spittle. He's so busy, he forgot he was busy.
I want to... Is Hawksbill Group... Is being a principal at that like being the principal of like an elementary school?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering as well.
No, I think it's some like money making. Principal also applies to moneyed people, Matt.
Yeah,
it's
I know. It's really
you're the head of something important in Marriott.
I would like to be forever forward the superintendent of Free Float Media.
Yeah. Okay.
For me,
Done.
I'm like the principal. He also could be a very high-ranking ballerina potentially.
It sounds like he'd have time. He's taking on this role. Why not take on that role too?
Agreed. He has a lot of time. All right, moving on. I am so sorry to do this to you, but we are talking more Salesforce. I apologize. Yes. I really do.
Do it.
All right, here's the headline. Salesforce CEO Mark Benioff's past support of the huge investment opportunity in space resurfaced after the company's Super Bowl ad mocked Elon Musk and Mars exploration.
That's good. I like that.
That's a good headline. That's a long headline.
It's a wordy headline. So back to Salesforce, the darling of the ESG world, whose business absolutely no one seems to be able to explain in 2 sentences or less. So I'm going to take a stab at it.
Oh.
They collect your data. I think I did it. That sounds about right.
Sounds right. I mean, that's what California companies do.
Succinct.
Yeah. The Salesforce Super Bowl ad purposefully starts out by looking like a trailer for Interstellar 2, but quickly reveals itself to be a jab at billionaires leaving Earth to die in favor of space colonization or the metaverse. This is a very Elizabeth Warren-y sounding mating call to the Damians of the world who are similarly frustrated by the amount of time, money, and attention that are going towards sending billionaires to their space mansions. This would be great if Salesforce co-founder and co-CEO Mark Benioff hadn't already invested in multiple space tech companies, including
That's just
SpaceX.
awkward. I find this awkward.
It is a bit awkward.
Benioff even complimented Elon Musk on Twitter for his visionary leadership in 2020 when SpaceX was preparing for a launch. But wait, there's even more. Who was Time's Person of the Year in 2021? Let's hear it.
Elon Musk.
Correct. And who owns Time magazine?
Elon Musk.
Unfortunately not.
Close.
That would be funny though. Very close. Mr. Co-CEO himself, Mark Benioff. So
Co-Musk.
to the ESG community, I'm very sorry to burst your bubble, Damien. This is more directly directed at you.
I hear you.
But it needed to be done. Mark Benioff might not be quite the ESG crusader we were all hoping for, but based on his weird Hawaii fetish, we probably should have known that already. That was weird to begin with.
But here's where I want to. First of all, I love that story. But here's where I'm going to disagree. Matt was talking about Stanford and all the hooligan-y libertarian 20x founder dictators. Mark Benioff went to USC, and he's not the dictator of anything. He's got a bland amount of ownership in Salesforce. There's no dual-class dictatorship. It's just a normal company. So I'm just giving him some credit and props to USC for not being creepy.
He has co-visionary leadership.
Struggling to give props to USC as that is the university of choice for most nepotism children in Hollywood.
Okay.
So.
All right, get over
it.
Yep. Wasn't your dad vice president of something important once?
Just that one time.
Free Float Media. All right, come on, let's end. 2 quick hits. Let's get out of here. First, Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway purchased 15 million shares. That's 2% of Activision Blizzard at the end of December, 1 month before Microsoft agreed to acquire Bobby Kotick's shit show in an all-cash deal for $69 billion in January. So in just 1 month, aw shucks, Buffett's bottom-feeding Blizzard buy has increased in value over $200 million. It's quick quiz time. Is this one, insider trading? Bill Gates loves Buffett, or just good old-fashioned, I pretend to be a regular guy, but really I'm a scrap metal bottom feeder who gets rich quick off the backs of others' misery?
How come there's no number 3, which is pervasive sexual harassment at a company is a buy opportunity? Isn't that?
Yeah.
that qualifies as number 2, I think.
Scrap metal. Sexual harassment is scrap metal. Got it.
Yeah. Congratulations, Warren. And finally, here's the headline, a Rhodes Scholar barista and the fight to unionize Starbucks. This is from the Washington Post. Months after getting a job at a Starbucks in Buffalo, 24-year-old Jazz Brisack started asking other baristas how they felt about unionizing. People, it takes a Rhodes Scholar to unionize just 1 out of 8,500 Starbucks stores in the U.S. God bless us all. We're screwed. A Rhodes
Scholar.
Like a dangerous it took a Rhodes Scholar.
There's a follow-up question to what a Rhodes Scholar is doing as a barista in the first place.
She probably didn't go to Stanford, I'm guessing.
I mean, with a name like Jazz, you can get a job anywhere.
Ooh, this is our first buzz in a long time. Emma, tell us what happened.
Matt was classist just then.
What did he do?
Rhodes Scholar.
Oh, anti-barista.
I'm anti-barista?
Why can't? What's wrong with being a Starbucks barista is my question. When you're a Rhodes Scholar.
I'm saying if you're a Rhodes Scholar, you can be anything you want. You chose Starbucks barista at $15 an hour. What? Just that classist. It's about optionality.
I stand by my buzz.
Oh, jeez. That's how we're going to end the show, with a buzz on Rhodes Scholar classism. Yes. That is Emma Lurking. I'm Damian Rollis. I'm Matt Mascari. We are Free Float Media. If you like this, we'll be back tomorrow with more Biz Nuggets. I'm not going to say any more. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.